Hi there, Ruby Retrograde Talente here, and what I'll be serving to you guys today is a Kickstarter that I've received actually in January of this year. I'm to tell the truth, I'm actually a little bit on a backlog in terms of showing you guys decks that I've been receiving either from Kickstarter pledges or just ordering it either like mass market or from indie places, just because I've had, I don't know, the hardest time. Like I've been very tired. Work has been keeping me busy, and life, you know what it is. But anyways, so I'm going to try to catch up on the backlog that I've had from I would say the last 2-3 months of 2022. And I'll start off with this little package. So it arrived, this is how it arrived to me. I would say maybe mid-January. I actually don't remember if it was actually that broken, but it was a little bit, it had a little bit wear and tear on the envelope, but the box itself is fine. I did kind of take a quick look at it before I went off to do whatever it was that I was doing, and I quote unquote forgot about it, but not really. It's just that I didn't have time. This deck, I'll show it to you guys right now. It is, so it came in this envelope. It's like one of those like bubble envelopes. It is the Tarot de Saint Croix by Lisa de Saint Croix. This is the 4th printing, actually, and this is a borderless version. So this is, it came with a postcard and a thank you from Lisa, which I think is pretty sweet. And if you don't know about the Tarot de Saint Croix, what I'm going to do actually is, because I think it was really well explained by the creator on the Kickstarter page. So I'll just kind of read, well, actually it does give it a little snippet, but I do like better how it says that on the Kickstarter page. So I'll just read the little snippet as she wrote it, so it's quoted. So when I say I, it's not myself, but Lisa. So, Tarot de Saint Croix was inspired by a shamanic journey I took into the upper world, where I saw a small temple with a throne. On the throne was a tarot card of the High Priestess. I was invited to sit, and suddenly a huge presence surrounded me. The goddess Isis instructed me to paint the tarot. And so began 5 years of magic and synchronicity as I painted 78 cards in oils. The first edition came out in 2014, and as Joseph Campbell said, doors will open where there had been walls. I was following my bliss, and the deck hasn't spread far and wide, opening many opportunities for me. Last year, I published the 3rd edition, a borderless version, which has almost sold out. I'm hoping to raise funds to print another run. So this is the 2nd run of the 3rd edition, which is borderless. And this is one of those situations where I saw the Kickstarter, thought, oh, I don't know, and then kind of left it there, did something else, saw it, came across it a second time, was like, oh, I kind of like it, came out, and then it slowly grew on me. The more and more I saw it, until finally I felt that there was something that was like, yeah, this is definitely for you. And so I went ahead and pledged for it, and you know, having gotten it, I'm still getting that same feeling of, yeah, you did good. You might have, maybe not necessarily like, it wouldn't have been like a hard regret, but I would have been bummed. I would have thought about it later on, and kind of be like, ah, man, I should have pledged when I could. So here's the box in any case, and I believe this cover is of the sun, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll show the card that kind of convinced me in the end. That kind of, I felt like it was following me. So here it is, and at the back here you can read, Tarot de Saint Croix is a contemporary multicultural deck. The rich, vibrant colors of oil paint gives this deck a warm and sensuous feel. Although the images in this deck are unique, they still hold the essence of the universal archetypes. The visual metaphors are easy to understand and carry information that can help you on your journey through life. Acting as a visual encyclopedia of the soul, Tarot de Saint Croix will help you find answers. And here's Lisa. So let me see. Oh, okay. So it is a top. What do we call it again? I believe a clam, not quite clamshell. Does it count as clamshell if it doesn't kind of quite cover that part here? But you can see here on the side, you know, little snippets of the cards, which I think is pretty cool. And then when you open it on inside, wisdom will be revealed. Trust your intuition. Kind of like that saying. It's very pretty. We have the booklet here. Let's look at if there's any other saying. No, it's quite simple, but sturdy still. Let's put the box aside. The booklet real quickly. Those are pretty big color thumbnails of the cards, except for the minors. I think those are the minors. The pictures are smaller, but for the majors, the pictures are larger. All right, so we'll put that aside for later. Now let's go to the cards themselves. We have a little plastic holding them together. Looking at this, the cardstock, it is, I do remember in the description that it was a 350 GSM. And you know what? It feels pliable. It's not too stiff, not too flimsy. I think it has a good flex, and the pictures are reversible. And it kind of this little I don't know if it's a throne or just two pillars. Yeah, I think it's a throne with the crown. It kind of makes it this whole picture. It's like a dream world type of thing. Kind of neat. I like it. And the edges are just, you know, not colored. So what we're going to do, let us put those aside. Oh, and the cardstock, just by looking at it, it's matte, maybe like a smidge of reflection, but for the most part, we'll call these mattes. So what we'll do is we will go and zoom in a little bit, and let us all discover all together the I guess fourth printing, well, second printing of the third edition, but fourth printing in total of the Tarot de Croix. So let's start here with the Fool. And Magician. Here, interestingly, there's not a wand situation, but it's more the cards from above to below. And here would be the High Priestess that was mentioned in the little story of the inspiration. It is a different way of interpreting the Empress, and I like it. It feels peaceful. There goes the Emperor. I'm thinking it's like Caesar, but I don't think Caesar was much of an architect. Then 5, the Hierophant. I want to say it's the Dalai Lama, but I don't want to be mistaken. So I will say it's a guess. The Lovers. That's interesting. I'm trying to figure out if they're hovering or flying or hanging from somewhere. Here we have the Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. That's a really nice one. I don't remember seeing that on the Kickstarter page, so it's my first time seeing it, and it's really nice. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Now, is this Athena? I haven't looked at the book yet, so I'm just throwing that out there that this might be Athena. The Hanged Man. Death. It's so interesting. It's like, I don't know, the skeleton dancing in the middle of molecules, or, well, I was going to say DNA, but DNA doesn't look like that. So molecules and holding a key, it seems. Yeah, it is a key, isn't it? Yeah, it's a key. So who knows what mysteries or things it's unlocking. There goes Temperance. Why are there no legs? Or it seems, well, I don't know about no legs, but it seems like either, I don't know, the person, the angels are cooking in this brazier, this huge flame. I don't know, I have questions. So here is the devil. The tower. Okay. Then we have the star. The moon. That's a pretty picture. The sun. Yes, I was right. So that was a cover, the cover for the box, the sun. Judgment. That's an interesting one. I like the space. Let's see what's going on here. I know we have a person being called out or put on the spot. Here we have the world. I will say the world was one of the cards that kind of struck me. Now we are in the minors and we're starting with the Ace of Cups. And something about it is very refreshing. I looked at the cup and I was like, man, this is refreshing. Oh, okay, we're going by aces. I'm guessing how the assembled deck was all aces. So Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Then Ace of Wands. All right, we have the Two of Cups. I wonder if the cups are going to be mermaid inspired. Two of Pentacles. An interesting depiction there. Two of Swords. And the Two of Wands. That is pretty. That is very pretty. Nope. Then the Three of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. Now, would that be the creator in the process of creating a card? Three of Swords. Very classic. And I don't know if the camera picks it up, but in the heart, it looks like there are stitches. Looks like there are stitches going on here, as if something hurtful happened before. We have the Three of Wands, also very pretty. The Four of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. How fun. You know what? Side note, I'm wishing, I cannot wait for summertime. It has been so cold lately. I cannot wait. Four of Swords. That is very interesting. Then we have the Four of Wands. I wonder what's the story there. The Five of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Instead of well, it is a church, both in the original Rider-Waite-Smith and this. You can see the similarities, but it's not a side of a wall of a building. It looks like it's a fence, and then there's some sort of a yard and this very impressive Mother Mary statue. And I don't know, these guys waiting. Maybe they're waiting for a soup kitchen. I don't know. Five of Swords. Again, interesting. Especially with the swords here. It seems like it's coming out of that person's mouth. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Where are the other two? I'm at 5, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Are those it? Ah, okay, I get. Oh, what an interesting dynamic. 1, 2, 3, 4 towards that guy, and in this kid. Very interesting. So now we have the Five of Wands. Six of Cups. How fun. Hee trolls. Six of Pentacles. That is pretty. And the Six of Swords. That one too. Six of Wands. Then we have the Seven of Cups. It looks like a cup reading, tea leaves, or yeah, tea leaves, teacup reading seance. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. Oh, I think the glare is getting into it. Eight of Cups. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. A beaver very hard at work. Eight of Swords. Then the Eight of Wands. You know what? I'm so used at seeing wands like, you know, flying off in whatever directions that it's taking me a little bit to be okay, well, we have flowers. I see hummingbirds and bees. But then I'm like, remember, just thinking of what it means and how I interpret it. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, okay, now I get it. Bees and birds, you know, transmitting or transporting information, or, you know, that expression. Oh, how'd you know about it? Oh, a little bird told me. So I like it. And it's flowers. I like flowers. Here goes Nine of Cups. Oh my God, look at this. That is called living life. Definitely feeling herself. Then the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Oh, I just got it. So the blinds here are creating the shadow. And because at first I was like, okay, I see the 9 swords, but this looks like 9 swords over there too. Why they're 18? The cleverness I like. There we have the 9 of Wands. 10 of Cups. If this isn't festive, I don't know what is. It almost looks like, I'm pretty sure it's the same cup as the one in the Ace of Cups. Wait, did I say 9 of Cups? 10 of Cups. Sorry, guys. And 10 of Pentacles. Oof. 10 of Swords. Ten of Wands. Here we are with the court cards. Here is the Page of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. This is also interesting. The Page of Wands. I don't know, it looks like the guy is just creating clouds with his wand or something. Here we have the Knight of Cups. No, I didn't. The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting enough, there's nothing about this Knight of Pentacles that signifies movement. I know he's usually one of the slowest energy, but it just seems like extremely static. There goes the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Wands. Now, here comes the Queens. Queen of Cups. I think it was that one. Did I see? I think I saw that card either on the Kickstarter page or elsewhere. And I was like, wow. Look how awesome. Really like that card. Nope. The Queen of Swords. Again, this is definitely Athena. This has to be Athena. There goes the owl. There goes Medusa. Although Medusa, the head of Medusa or the Gorgon is usually on the shield, if I am not mistaken. Queen of Wands. Another card that I'm liking a lot. And we should be at the Kings now. The King of Cups. Look at the puppy. Oh. And the King. Is that the same queen from earlier? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me find the Queen of Pentacles. No. Is that the same? Not quite. Something about the feature. The King of Swords. And the King of Wands. And here we go. Let's zoom more out. Here are all the cards. So as you can see, diverse, colorful, I don't know, like diverse in the sense of a new perspective, in the sense of just the way that the meanings are drawn in a different light. So now I'm just shuffling real quick. Well, we'll take this one, which fell. Happens to be the King of Wands. There's not too much of an issue with shuffling. It is a little bit clumpy, but it's, you know, it's the usual. It's fresh out of the box. Although fresh out of the box, I don't have issue with it properly separating when it's time to shuffle. At least when I'm doing the bridge. It's not very clumpy. It's here. I have a little bit of issue. My thumb doesn't, I don't get a good grip on my thumb side. Oh. No, let's look for a major arcana so we can see the difference of the layout in the guidebook between the minor and the major, because it seems to be a trend that major arcana and minor arcana are written about differently in guidebooks. It seems, at least to me, and what I've noticed, it seems to me that more focus or the best embellishments are reserved for the major arcana, and then the minor arcana is, I don't want to say leftovers, but it's kind of more to the point. All right, if I can't have a major, I will pick a major myself. Yeah, here. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, you just keep on giving me court cards. All right, so first was the King of Wands. So let's see here in the guidebook. So as you can see, borderless edition. A little bit of introduction, reading the cards, daily cards. We have some spreads idea, and we go straight into the cards. So that means that there is no table of contents, which, you know, it's not necessarily needed because it's tarot, but, and then after that, little last information. But in any case, so let's go with, what did I say, Wands? So King of Wands, which is probably the last page, watch. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what it says. As you can see, this is the layout. Colorful, very nice. Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great, is the combination of the Greek god of communication and the Egyptian god of wisdom. He was also believed to be a contemporary of Abraham, who penned the Corpus Hermetica, a collection of brilliant writings on philosophy, alchemy, magic, and astrology. When visiting Italy, I saw the marble pavement of Hermes in the Siena Cathedral. Meaning, by sharing your wisdom, you create magic. All right, very nice. Okay, now let's go to the, oh, I just missed it, the world. So here for the majors, it seems that it's 2 pages. So your meaning is right above the little thumbnail, colorful little, I call it a thumbnail of the card, and then little interpretation. So again, let us see what it is said here about the world card. The world is a culmination of the tarot archetypal journey. It speaks of wholeness and numinous revelation. The ancient philosophers and alchemists described the world as a living spiritual being and referred to it as anima mundi, the soul of the world. I was inspired by a 14th century engraving of anima mundi. In this tarot card, anima mundi is surrounded by the constellations of Leo, Aquila, and Taurus. The angel represents the great mystery. Anima mundi stands with 1 foot on the earth, 1 on water, with her head in the stars. She wears a wreath of triumph. Anima mundi is a woman who might come from any continent. She represents the origin of life, with the sun radiating from her womb. Her breasts are the full and new moons. It is my belief that when we identify with the soul of the world and realize that we are all one living entity, we will finally achieve our birthright of peace and prosperity. Meaning, the world shows you that you are connected to all that is. We are all one. And I have nothing against those interpretations. To me, they jive pretty well with how I might interpret them. So, in conclusion, what do I think? I am really glad to have, I guess we can call it caved. I'm glad that I caved and backed it. Ever since it arrived, I've been meaning to kind of pull it out, but there was just, every time, I don't know, my tiredness, my bandwidth was just not there to fully take a look at it and really take it in, and until now, and I'm glad that I did. The images I find are so pretty, like I mentioned, colorful, definitely culturally diverse. I mean, I've seen a little, I feel like I've really taken an encyclopedia. My goodness, I'm having such issue with that word. A little bit kind of like when I was younger and I used to go to the library and I would pick like a world atlas or the encyclopedia and kind of look through the images of, I don't know, different things around the world, and it kind of gives me that impression. It's just like a little thing of this corner of the world and that corner of the world, and oh, now we're in the spiritual world type of thing, and it's really lovely. I'm having good feelings about it. I think this is going to be a really nice deck to work with. I don't know yet on which occasion or season. It doesn't necessarily give me the impression that it's a specific season type of thing. Maybe it'll just be if I want to really search deep, or maybe it's more general. I'll have to kind of work with it and kind of gauge from there what I want to do. Maybe even do a deck interview spread if I feel so inclined. Otherwise, in terms of the pictures, I mean, I will always, no matter which deck I have, I will always be impressed and be in love with the art, and especially painting 78 canvases with oil paints. I mean, hats off. It is incredibly skillful to be able to do that. The card, just handling them, shuffling them, it was a nice shuffle. I didn't have any issue with them. I do like the back of the cards. It gives me a portal to another world type of thing. So I would say, otherwise, you know what, because I was trying to figure out how to say it, but personally, if you are completely new to tarot, I would not say necessarily that would be this deck would be a deck to consider right off the bat. Like if you're kind of you don't have an idea where to start, I wouldn't say start with this deck, because you might be confused a little bit. Although there's always exception to the rule. There are some people that started tarot with decks that I would think would be so complicated if I did it. So what I'm saying this, and this is also obviously with a grain of salt, a caveat, and it's up to you guys and how comfortable you are. The booklet itself, I find it very informative in the sense of the little background stories, the inspiration, and at the same time you can kind of read why this particular person, like character, deity, etc., scene was picked for the cards. I do like the color photos inside, and I do also like that it's book bind, like a standard book bind, so I'm not too afraid of, you know, holding it and everything like that. And the interpretation, I definitely, you know, they're short and sweet, but mixed with the I guess the history, I'll call it, the card history, it helps kind of get your brain going. So it's definitely something that you could read and study. You know, have this in one hand, the card in whatever hand, just flip a card, read that, and kind of sit and ponder with it. It's definitely a good way to study these cards. Overall, I would say that I would recommend it, because I really like just looking at all the cards. I really like the art. I like the vibe that it gives. I think you would, well, I would definitely enjoy it, and I think a lot of people enjoy it. And the fact that it's what, 4th printing now, so definitely a lot of other people have enjoyed it too. So with that being said, let me know, what do you think of the Tarot de Saint Croix by Lisa Saint Croix, or Lisa de Saint Croix, I should say her name properly. And yeah, let me know, do you have this deck already? Do you have like an older edition, or did you get this newer version? Are you thinking of getting this deck? Let me know if you like, what you think, you like, you don't like, and also what would you use this deck for? Because right now it's so, I feel that it's so open to everything, that it's giving me maybe a general just kind of pick up and throw it down type of thing, or maybe it's something to be more introspective, but I can't quite put my finger on it. So I want your opinion. I want your opinion, your guesses, or what do you think? More introverted reading, introspective, I should say, readings, or kind of a, nah, I would do it for anything, everyday type of thing. Let me know in the comment section down below, down there. Boop, boop. And until next time, thank you so much for taking the time to discover with me this new deck from Kickstarter. I'll put the links in the description box of where you can get it, if there are any copies still available. And until next time, we'll see you guys here again. Bye-bye, guys.